guys? Welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. First things first, if you're new to the channel, Market Marauders is an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below, like, comment, share. Also, I have a Patreon page if you guys want to join. There, I do talk more about different stocks throughout the week on my Discord. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you click that link down below to sign up for that. Now, jumping into it, every week I give my top 3 option picks for the week. So let's dive into it. First one is going to be ticker sign MMM for 3M. Their moving average 50 is 144.20. Moving average 200 is 160.12, and they ended the week at 147 even. So just bear in mind that this price is going to reflect on Friday's price, and it is the weekend, so the price will change when the market opens. So just bear that in mind. Also, I like to go into some background information. I don't think, just going and looking at charts is really investing. So going into background information on 3M, let's dive into it. Next week, they actually have their earnings. So if you are new to investing or new to just trading stocks in general, publicly traded companies have press releases. So you just Google the company's name and then press release, and you can go to their website. It gives you tons of information about the different companies that you're looking for to invest in. But it also gives you information about things like upcoming investor events. So it says on Tuesday the 28th, they're going to have an investor event at 8 a.m. So you can call in this number, or you can click on the website and go in to a web chat and look at it. So it's good for investors. You don't really need anything for it. I'll just ask you your email, your name, and usually it asks you like what company you work for, and then you'll get logged into that portal and be able to look at it. It's usually like a slideshow. But it may be more interactive now that a lot of companies are, doing remote work and stuff because of the Roni situation. So it may be more interactive on this one than the one previously. So that's just something to look forward to. I think they're good for all investors to look at because, you'll have people can call in, ask different questions, and you get a lot of information from those investor questions. So you know don't want to be FOMO on that. So check that out. And also, there are a lot of things going on with the whole company in general. So, says that they have their virtual meeting. They're filing a lawsuit in Canada. They continue to fight against the Roni situation. And they file a lawsuit in Florida. So basically, it's just showing that the company is actually going after all those people who were, price gouging, which to me is a good thing because it's kind of like people are taking advantage of the situation. I do understand, the entrepreneur spirit, but some of those prices are ridiculous. Like Purell being sold for like $300 for a bottle. Like, some of this stuff's just ridiculous. And it's stuff that people need, so, there's no need for that stuff. But, hey, people got to make money out here, so, to each their own. And 3M, was kind of fed up with it, so they kind of, are taking action towards it. So going into the options, I do use Robinhood. So for my options on Robinhood, this is the portal. If you all are new to Robinhood, I have a link down below where you guys can sign up. Use that link. If you all are interested, on Robinhood you can trade options. So this is what I trade most of my options on. And if I was going to go and make a option, I would say out until September 18th is probably a good expiration date, and then a strike price probably around 150 to 170 range. To me, I think this is a realistic value to get to. especially since the company has a lot more momentum. And people may say, well, in the earnings, it's gonna have their sales are gonna shoot up, and their earnings, the stock's gonna shoot up because of all the masks and stuff were sold. But I feel like that stuff was really priced in. In my opinion, I think it was priced in the stock, and that inflation has already happened. I don't think it's gonna happen. Now that they have their earnings and people see it, it's gonna shoot up and skyrocket. I think that stuff was basically priced in as it was happening. So, that's just something to look out for new investors. Um, and if you're going to want to jump into one of these options, you're looking to pay between $350 to $1,065. So that's the price range. These price ranges change based on the price of the actual share price. All the ones up here are out of the money, which means they haven't gotten to this exact strike price, and all the ones below are in the money, which are a lot more expensive than the out of money options. So just bear that in mind. These prices do fluctuate based on the share price, and since the market is closed, the share price is stagnant, which means these prices are stagnant. But this will give you like a range where you can start to see how much you would need to invest. And 350 to 1,065 may be a lot for some people, but you got Donnie dollars now. You got all that money, got those Donnie dollars. Uh, Put them to good work. Buy you one of these options. Um, and, make some more money, double your money with that. You know, so but once these prices change, just bear in mind the strike prices. Those are the most important ones, are the strike price. So between 150 and $170 is going to be your strike price, and then this price is going to fluctuate. So this is just a range of prices that you'd be paying. And as a retail trader like myself, the more money you can save, the better, especially when it comes to, option calls and option puts. Um, a call for new investors is basically you believe the stock's going to go up, and a put is you believe it's going to go down. And I only buy calls and buy puts. I don't sell calls and sell puts. So if you want to know more about selling calls and selling puts, just look a video up on YouTube. It's the way I learned, and it'll point you in the right direction. So jumping into my number two, we got Tesla. So Tesla, just been doing crazy things. Um, you know, this is just proof that Donnie dollars do work, and we're gonna see this one continue to go up, in my opinion. Um, you know, just fueled by millennial money, uh, and I definitely see it going up more in the future. Its moving average 50 is $640.51. Moving average 200 is $417.87, and it ended the week at $725.15. Now I did have a video. I can link it at the top of my gains that I made from Tesla. I definitely rode the wave when it went up that crazy week and shot up to $900 and made quite a bit of money. So I'll link that at the top. So the next wave that comes, you guys aren't FOMO on that. I'll try to get some more updates on Tesla as they come out. But jumping into one of their press releases in recent, this came out March 19th. This is just an operational update. Basically, things on how they're tackling the Roni situation. Says despite taking all known health precautions, continued operations in certain locations has caused challenges for our employees and their families, our suppliers. As such, we've decided to temporarily suspend production at our factory in Fremont at the end of the day, March 23rd, which will allow an orderly shutdown. Basic operation will continue and support our vehicle and energy service operations and charging infrastructure as directed by local, state, and federal authorities. Our factory in New York is temporarily suspended as well, except for those parts and supplies necessary for service infrastructure and critical supply chains. So basically, they're saying, they closed down the factories, and for automotive makers, it's a pretty huge deal when a company shuts down production. You know, there's all types of formulas out there for how much money they lose per minute that the factory is shut down. That basically is the same for Tesla. They've lost, tons of money as it's gone down, but I don't think that's going to stop people from investing in the company, in my opinion. And going to the next one is basically is the 29th. They have their investor, the financial results and Q&A webcast. So I don't think that this information is priced in my opinion. I think this information is basically going to be an update telling people. What the path forward is for the company, and I think that could be huge as far as having more people invest after this. So I think after this call, I could definitely, in my opinion, see the price going up, not to like the crazy numbers like the 900 or 1,000, or touching 1,000, but definitely to the lower 800 numbers based off of this, because I definitely don't think this information is priced in. I think if they can give a solid reason why they closed down, which they basically did, and then a path forward, just to help alleviate some of the stress from investors, I think we can see this stock shoot up. So with that being said, I think a call is probably the best option. And yes, this call is for a super long time out. Um, it's for January 15th of 2021. So you know, to me, I think that's enough time to get all that stuff settled with the roadie situation and have a plan moving forward. So that's why it's really far out into the distance, um, and also it's a little cheaper because it's out so far in the distance. Now, if you guys have been following, some of the options on Tesla, they're ridiculously expensive, but you got Donny dollars, so you know, you got the Trump bucks. You don't have to worry about that. You could just, it's free money. Free money you can go out there and spend. And you can go out there and get you some options. So, you know, use those, put those $90 to good use. Um, and I think a call between 975 to $1,000 strike price would be a pretty good range. And then going, you're going to be looking to pay between 9,963 dollars to $10,678 per call. So you're gonna need some of those Trump bucks in order to pay for that. I know I would, because that's pretty expensive just on my end. But I think it'll definitely be worth it, especially considering the fact that how crazy this has gone and fluctuated. It's definitely fueled a lot by news and production. I haven't really seen any updates so far about the whole Gigafactory production in Germany. I don't really know if that's stopped or if that's continued. It might be something on this call this week, an update given. So that's one thing that I'm going to be listening for on the call this week. So I just want to see if they've continued or starting back work with the Gigafactory, because it's going to be huge as far as production is concerned, and I think it'll definitely make the share price jump up if they can say, all right, yeah, we're starting back construction with the Gigafactory on in Germany on XYZ date. Um, you know. That to me, I think is going to be one of the things that helps the stock go back up. And if you have a call already um, placed for super far out, then by this time the factory was supposed to have been built. So, just something to think about in the future. Jumping into number three, we got ticker sign MSFT from Microsoft. So their moving average 50 is 162.80, moving average 200 is 150.87, and they ended the week at 174.55. Going into some background information on Microsoft, their earnings is actually going to be on the 29th, so look forward to that. It's the same deal. You can click on here and listen to it You can call investor relations. Um, you know, retail trader, you have the access to go and listen to this. It's not something that just um, brokers and high up people can listen to. Retail traders can listen to this stuff as well. It's all public information. So if you want to go listen to it, I think it'll be beneficial for anybody to go listen to, the quarterly earnings and to see where they are at as a company. Going into another one, we can see that they just announced the NBA announces a new multi-year partnership with Microsoft to redefine and personalize the fan experience. Microsoft becomes the official technology partner for the NBA. Together, the companies will create a direct-to-consumer platform that delivers new fan engagement experience and enhances streaming capabilities powered by Microsoft Azure and its AI capabilities. This is a pretty big deal, and it got kind of thrown under the radar. I didn't really see anything announced about this happening, but as you all know, with the whole situation going on with the pandemic, sports as we know it is going to be different. All sports, whether they can open the stadiums back up or not, no one really knows. But for the NBA to be partnering with a company like Microsoft lets me know that they're in the works of trying to figure that situation out, and they have the right people to do that. So I think this could yield to be a pretty huge collaboration between these two organizations to help find a better sports experience for people who like the NBA. So I'm looking forward to see more information about this. This came out the 16th, so it's not that old of information. But with that being said, I think a call for September 18th will probably be a good option. Between $185 and $220 strike price, I think is a reasonable, uh, price that the stock can get to. Um, and you're gonna be looking to pay between $273 and $1,150. So not that much. Uh, Compared to the Tesla ones. The Tesla ones are just ridiculously expensive. Um, but, you know, this one is reasonable even without the $90. So for you guys who stayed till the end of the video, I got a bonus actually two stocks for the week. So let's dive into those. So the bonus number one is going to be Facebook. Now Facebook, it's been kind of up and down. It's definitely had its dead cat bounce right here. If you can see, uh, definitely on that dead cat bounce. It's bounced up pretty high. Um, you know, uh, its moving average 50 is 177.17. Moving average 200 is 191.34. It ended the week at 190.07. So going into some information on Facebook, they also have their earnings coming up. So a lot of earnings going to be in the following weeks. Theirs is the 29th as well, same day as Microsoft. So pick one of the two to listen to, or you can listen to both of them, either or. But Facebook has been doing a lot, and long big term picture on Facebook, in my opinion. With the people staying at home, and working remotely, I think Facebook has definitely have seen an increase of users. Even though they haven't published that information yet, I think they've seen a tremendous jump in the amount of users, especially since Facebook is a worldwide company and it's not just you know local to the U.S. I think more people have been using Facebook and more people have signed up because more people have had time to. So it was before. It was the people who, they did it in their spare time or on lunch break they look at it. They go home they look at it. But now people are at home, so in between meetings, what are people doing? They may be getting on Facebook. So I think that's going to yield. More profitable for Facebook in the long term because I think more accounts have been made. But that's all stuff they'll probably talk about during the investor meeting. So, just Google Facebook press releases and then you can find that link. Then you can go listen to it. So, you know, With that, I think a call would probably be the best option. Now, it's I don't pick just all calls. You may be saying, "Oh, you've got so many calls on here," but I do think there's justification for each one of these calls. And if I think a company is going to go down, there's definitely good justification for that. But I think a call between 195 to 220 for December 18th was definitely going to be a good option. You'd be looking to pay between $1,223 and $2,205. So, you know, a little bit more pricey, but I think it's reasonable. Um, and I think Facebook will get up to those numbers, especially when the numbers come out to their increase of uh, accounts being made and their actual amount of people who are using Facebook. So jumping into the last one, uh, got ticker sign AMZN for Amazon. Moving average 50 is $2,020.92. Moving average 200 is $1,877.85, and they ended the week at $2,410.22. Crazy numbers. So this is one of the press releases that came out on Friday. AWS announces general availability of Amazon amid artificial intelligence. Amazon A21 makes it easier for developers to build and manage workflows to validate machine learning predictions with human reviews. So National Health Services, NHSUK, T-Mobile, and Deloitte among customers to partner using Amazon A21. So basically, artificial intelligence, software is basically going to be used. AWS, Amazon Web Service, is going to be used by these different organizations. So that's something to look forward to. Um, they also have their earnings coming up, so just look forward for that. Um, and theirs on the 16th. No, there's on the 30th. Sorry, saw this number. There's on the 30th. So look forward to that. I think it's something be interested in listening to, especially since their stock is up so much. Definitely gonna be an interesting one for that one. Um, and more people have been using Amazon, so you know they really haven't stopped too much of production that I've seen. You can still order stuff from the website, so I'm interested to see numbers wise how that's actually how the roadie situation actually has affected their business, if at all, in the positive or in the negative. I really don't know at this point in time. So you know that's something I'm looking forward to, and Amazon is definitely one of the ones that I'm looking forward to listening to. So with that being said, I think a call would probably be the best situation. And people may be saying, why choose a call when they're already up so much? Could they possibly go up even more? The answer to me is yes. Now, I know in this situation, a lot of people may say, they're already up so much, you probably would have put a put out. And the whole earnings going up, that's already priced in. Um, it's already priced in that their production has gone up or gone down. Um, you know, but to me, I think there may be some information that we don't know as the public that they may actually release during this earnings. So I don't want to be FOMO on that. So I'm thinking a call would probably be the best option. Um, Definitely gonna have to break out the Donnie dollars for this one to trump bucks out because these are very expensive. So looking at $3,813 and to $2,863. So that's a really large price range to pay. And this is for July 7th. So really expensive options. They're expensive to me. I'm a retail trader. I'm not a professional trader. This is just all opinionated information. But you know, this is still expensive to me. So, if you guys can afford that, then be my guest. I think this is a good range and a good time period for having that to meet this range since it's gone up so much to that. This is really like only like $500 away, and it shot up. I mean, we can see it shot up from 2020, it's moving average 50, all the way to this. So this is like, a $400 difference. So it went up $400 in like, 3 weeks. This is, more than 3 weeks away, saying it's going to go up another $400 plus. That's not unrealistic for that to happen. Plus, you have earnings coming up, which is going to give it more momentum. So, you know, those are my picks for the week. Make sure you check that Patreon page down below if you're interested. Sign up for it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Like, comment, share. Tell me in the comments which stocks guys are looking at. There are a lot of different stocks out there, a lot of different options. Um, Drop a comment down below. Tell me which ones you're checking out. And I'll see you guys next time. Good luck trading out there. Peace.